What up, though? Welcome to another episode of Sea of Thieves. Seas ain't safe. Please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you. Now, we're going to jump right into it. It's a new year, okay? We're shifting gears, drinking beers, and we're selling the seas, and we are with the thieves, okay? Problem. Now, listen. A lot of things have been happening. I know I've been on a hiatus, right? I was living in Oakland. They broke into my work truck twice, right? Stole my skill saw, problem, right? So then I said, you know what? I got to leave Oakland. Now your boy had to move up north towards Sacramento, got me a new job. Not even 5 days into this new city I currently live in now, problem. I get my Honda window broken into, problem. All they took is my cologne and my phone charger. It cost me $160 to replace my window. Excuse me, $190 because I wanted it done quicker. But at the end of the day, just for some cologne and an iPhone charger, I was out of pocket $190 problem. Not to mention, right? I'll probably never rent from somebody again because people, I'm going to let you know now. Right? When you try to go get your lease, your deposit money back, they're going to find some way, somehow. If they don't give it all back to you or if they don't take it all from you, they're going to take a little bit problem. Okay. Now that was a whole nother issue within itself. A lot of things have been happening. The world is getting darker. The seas is getting darker and people can't be trusted. People are lying, making up stories. But hey, this is why the seas ain't safe. Now, Legion has just dropped a new montage, right? The clips are good. They're good. But I mean, how excited can we be when all they do is use 120? That's a bar. Problem, right? I mean, you know, I really, what can I say, right? Like, I thought we were going to leave the 120 view in 2021. But are we bringing it to 2022? Somebody let me know. Is this something that just needs to be accepted? Right? Problem? Because if we're going to accept 120, then that means we're going to accept the skin changing and the cheats, right? Problem, right? The soft thing. Now, Scuttle has started a trend. More people are starting to use this skin changer, right? Now, I just want to know, what would a person say with anybody that's using the same thing Scuttle was using, right? Now, are we going to say, no, Scuttle just got it for the skin changer, but everybody else that's using it, they got it for the aimbot. But it's funny because their aim is just as crispy as Scuttle's. You see what I'm saying? But that's the route that Scuttle chose to take. And that is why his legacy, his rep will always be tarnished. Problem. Now let's go back to Legion. Now, Legion tried to get really dope with this because from what I'm being told is they try to take some of the best players from any team, right? Or amongst the seas and put them all into one. They tried to get biblical with it, right? Because in the Bible, when the girl was possessed with demons, right? The question was asked, what is your name? The demon said, my name is Legion because there is many inside of me. Problem. Okay. Now, so meaning that there is many, they're called Legion because they're supposed to be all the best. And there is many of the good players amongst this crew. Problem. But the only thing is, it's a lot of dirt. It's a lot of stuff that can't be trusted. It's a lot of lies and mischief. Problem. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why, how, and what's been going on. Omni is back. Okay. Omni's back. Western's back. Yutza cannot be trusted. He turned his back on Sot Trash Can, Biblical Cow, right? Here Kitty, Moose Butter. He turned his back on all of them to go join Legion. Problem. And also threw dirt on them, right? But he's a part of Legion. Western Castle is back, right? Let's talk about Western Castle real quick. Let me tell you what he did, okay? Now, he ended up getting banned, okay? He got out of there. That's where this whole Beef thing came up when he had everybody sending me messages saying that Beef dropped the N-bomb, but that was a setup. They wanted to get rid of Beef because he was reporting getting people banned, Western Castle being one of them problems. So guess what happened? Everybody felt sorry for Western Castle, Morphine being one of them. Morphine felt so bad that he goes and gets the 6-pack code and gives it to Western Castle on his new alt problem, right? Others felt so bad, right? Tony Stock being one of them. She would take time out of her day to help him be able to use, what do you call it? The gold curse. You know how the new people are getting it? Checkpoints. She was loading up checkpoints for him in order so he could get the gold curse faster problem, right? In the process, all this also happening too, he's kicking it with Sot Trash Can. He's hanging out with Porky. He's hanging out with Biblical, right? He's hanging out with me. I'm in there, right? In fact, I possibly got introduced to all them because of him. Problem. Everybody's trying to be a supporting team. They're trying to keep his name on the low, but they had no idea how low he would go. No polo problem, right? Okay, listen. He ended up using everybody, including myself, right? I was going for the sunken shrines. He was using me. He would join my games, just randomly join. He would show up at the end when I would turn in the bottles, right? On the sunken shrines. You know what I'm talking about? What? The winds or whatever it's called. I don't care. Problem. I would turn those in. And then after that, he would possibly leave me. I wouldn't even hear from the guy anymore. Long story short, once he got everything, including the gold curse, including the 6-pack, including all the combinations for the sunken kingdom, he turned his back on Sot Trash Can, Moose Butter, Porky, and anybody else. You name it. Problem, right? They said when they joined his party because they thought he was cool, he'd be sitting in there with Morphine. Morphine and YX Misty would say, kick them. He wouldn't even say nothing. He would just kick his boys out. He doesn't even hang out with Tony Stock no more, the girl that got him the gold curse problem. This is way out of line, and this is not cool at all, right? This is probably some of the lowest of the low that you can go, and he is part of the Legion. He turned his back on his crew to join Legion, hang out with Omni and Morphine, and acts like he doesn't even know who his old homie was, the people that was kicking it with him when he was at his prime. And they said they don't even know why. They said it's just a toxic behavior, and they don't know why he did it. But yet and still, they didn't even have nothing bad to say about the guy. They still show love, but they just don't understand why he treats them the way he does. Problem. All of them are hurt. All of them are confused. They say he listens to Morphine. He's like Morphine's pet. Anything that Morphine tells him to do, he does it. Problem. They said they just don't know who Western is anymore. They did everything he told them to do, asked them to do. They felt bad when he got his original account banned and he lost everything. So when he felt like he was hurt and he was down and out, they said, you know what? We're going to do what we need to do to get revenge for you. We're going to set Beef up. We're going to do everything we can to get Beef banned. Problem. And they did it. Look, they had no idea that when Western became a Legion, he would be becoming a demon. Problem. They had no idea. The guy has changed. He'll never be the same. And I'm just here to let y'all know right now, y'all all got played. Problem. But not just you. Let me tell you something about the dude named Clee Hugh. That's a bar. Problem. Now, I started hanging out with Morphine, right? Because Western now introduced me into Morphine. I thought Morphine was cool only because I was like, man, this guy gave his friend a 6-pack and he could have kept it or gave it to anybody else. He could have gave that 6-pack to an alt account, but he gave it to Western. Why? Was he buying Western? Is there something he knows about Western that we don't know, right? Like, I'll give you an example for a reason. I'll give you an example, okay? In order to become, let's just use this for an example. Now, I watch South Park, right? If I'm not mistaken, on South Park, Kyle is a Jew, right? We all know Jews like money, right? I know this is very stereotypical, but hey, let's just go with it, okay? Problem. Now, maybe he knew he could buy Western if he got Western that six-pack. Maybe he knew he would own Western if he gave Western that six-pack, and Western would turn against all of his friends' problem, right? Let's just say that's just an example, right? And it worked. Because ever since he gave Western that six-pack, Western has not been the same. So, therefore, Morphine owns Western. Do you follow me? Western turned his back on all his original friends because of a six-pack. It's like giving a Jew some gold. Problem. When they see where the money is at and who could give you the most, that is who they are going to cling to, right? It's the best analogy I could give at this point, but it might be deeper than that. You got to read between the lines. It get deep. Problem. Morphine was kicking in with me, right? Now, I knew he trolled me. He tried to come clean, right? Now, little to my be known is him and Clehu had a close relationship, right? In the process of me and Morphine hanging out, Clehu was not coming around, but little did I know they didn't want Clehu around. So guess what happens then? Clehu starts to panic. Because from what I'm being told is Clehu has a very, very racist tongue, and they like to keep secrets about certain people's nationalities and religious beliefs around Clehu because he talks so much unmitigated gall amongst them, and they know if he found about certain people amongst the crew in Legion, what they believe and what they possibly are in their nationality, he would go 10 times harder. Problem. So Clehu gets a little scared, right? Clehu likes make a lot of racist jokes, right? And let's just take a guess. If you were to take a guess, who is the majority of the race that he's making fun of? You guessed it, black people. Problem. But in the process of this happening, Clehu starts to panic. So he hits up Viraj. Problem, which is kind of depressing to me. And this is what I'm all being told because I didn't even know Viraj hangs out with these type of people. Viraj has been watching my videos since day one. I actually said his name in the ending of my original videos, right? My outro. But to know that he hangs around with certain people like this is kind of scary because I'm being told Clehu hit him up, okay? He also had hit up, who else was hanging out with them at the same time? He hit up several people, okay? They would all hang out together. It'd be Morphine, Zvirix, I don't even know that kid's name, when they all trolled and said he was good, but it was all a setup just to get in my video. You know, this is when Clehu took the clout route. Problem. But he gathered them all together except Morphine. And Clehu says, you know what? We got to watch Morphine. He's getting ready to rat us all out. So I said, what do you mean rat us all out? So from what I'm being told is Clehu said Morphine is getting ready to tell Bayfinger how we all make racist jokes about black people, how we all make racist jokes about gay people, how we all make racist jokes about Jews. Problem. So he said, you know what? I'm going to beat him to the punch because he is about to try to ruin me in front of Bayfinger, and I can't have that. I already took the clout route. I don't want to be known as the racist gamer. I don't want to go in Bayfinger's video for being racist. So what I'm going to do is, you guys, and I got to do it quick because I got to move quick because I know Morphine he's ratting me out to Bayfinger. Clehu hits me up immediately. Here we go. He says, yo, that prolific. Well, since Morphine want to rat on me about literally nothing for no reason, you might as well have this problem. Morphine does such things like this, I guess. He sends me this screenshot. This is Morphine. I found some random on the street. Problem. Morphine posts that in one of their secret discords, and then he says he was crying at the end with the laughing emojis. Problem. Clehu doubles down on what Morphine was doing. This is another screenshot. Now Xbot, now Jew, invite a Xbox, now nig, invite, now problem. More Clehu's not done yet. He sends more stuff on Morphine. Problem. This is the stuff that they do when I'm not around. But this is me just trying to be cool, hanging out with these people. But this is what happens when you do dirt. okay? Everything that's done in the dark comes to light, okay? They all started off as trying to troll me, but now they're all exposing each other. Morphine also would post things like this inside of the Discord, okay? I don't think I understand what this means, but anyway. It says balls, shows a white hand holding a bar, save this or bad. You got Omnimoist right there. He's dropping the hard ER. I just can't believe it. At this point, I am in disbelief. This is Legion. Legion is a part of demons, and all of them are on racist demon time problem, right? As much as I want to give the montage credit, I can't focus because Cleo is exposing me on how bad Legion is problem. Not to mention, Faniac is back, right? Faniac says he got the new Xbox on Christmas. He says that Legion is trash and he will take out all of them. The same thing with Chronic. Chronic dropped 98 on all of Legion, and he also says they are trash. Problem. Yester ran to Legion and turned his back on Sot Trashkin and them too because he thought Legion was good, and when they recruited him, right, he thought he was going to be at the top. Granted, he's not getting the shine that he feel like he deserves right now, so he's doing the same thing he was doing when he was talking about his old friend. He is now talking bad about Legion on the undercover, and he didn't know I knew that. Problem. You cannot trust anybody. I'm telling y'all, it get deep, right? Now, here goes a bit more Clee who starts to show me. He also caught morphine in 4K using 120 FOV. Problem, okay? And here goes the screenshot for that. He also then therefore sends me a screenshot of Morphine exposing what I'm getting ready to talk about in my next video. When I thought me and Morphine was cool, he would ask me, what am I going to talk about? He was only trying to gather information to send to Cleo. Problem. Cleo said, I'm not going to have this. I'm not going to have him ruin my rep. They already said I took the clout route. But, Bayfinger, little do you know is, Morphine was in on it just as much as I was. He said they all use the N-bomb when you're not around. YX Misty, problem. Morphine does, problem. He said they all drop it. And he said I was one of them too. But I'm not taking the fall by myself. Problem. He said Legion is full of demons, and this is the reason he has to tell, because he's not going down by himself. This is the type of stuff that I deal with. This is the unmitigated gall. And the thing that I can't believe about this whole situation, like I said before, I'm going to say it again. If we go back to the Wabooth, if we go back to the Misfits, if we go back to the Bandits, they laid out the blueprint for y'all to follow, and y'all are taking the wrong route. The racist stuff, the memes, all this stuff will come back and backfire. I was supposed to highlight your montage, but I had to highlight the bad behavior because this is the type of stuff and unmitigated gall that you guys still do. Problem, right? Cleo was right. Cleo was right about the whole thing, right? Now, granted, he took the clout route in the past, but he says he don't care. He's going to get Legion's ass, and that's exactly what he's doing. He put out the bombshell that has now took away from the potential greatness of the Legion montage. And I'm going to tell you right now, you guys can't be mad at nobody but yourself. Y'all set up Beef to get banned over Western. Western turned his back on everybody that helped him. Problem. Okay? Y'all turned y'all back on Cleo, right? And try to throw him under the bus like he was all doing it by himself, like he was supposed to be the fall guy. Problem. So now he's told on everything. And he says, from my understanding, he will continue to expose you guys left and right as much as he can because he can't not stand none of you. Then I catch this in 4K myself. Morphine is still following the same pattern of the racist jokes. This is what I seen, and I just couldn't believe it, but I saw it with my own eyes. He posts this right here. The guy said, it says Wigger, law firm, Inc., Jerry Wigger. Okay? Now, Psycho Lettuce says replace it with a N. So close. You should do a Legion billboard on the highway advertising Legion SOT TDM group. Problem. Cleo was right. And I would like to apologize for Cleo. I had no idea. Okay? Granted, you did start the wave for the clout route, but you also exposed these demons that is part of Legion. Problem. Moving forward. Now, Wafton is still around amongst thieves. Okay? If you guys don't know who Wafton is the one that got dropped off by Faniac when he was claiming to be the #1 player. Wafton joined the party with me recently, okay? And Morphine and everybody else was in there. Omni Moist and all of them was there on Legion. Okay? Now, Wafton says he taught Legion everything they know. They're all his sons. He made every single one of them. Omni was in there. Morphine was in there. I believe Tweaky was in there. And I believe Psycho Lettuce was in there. Weston was in there. Guess what was said when Wafton said he made Legion and they would be nothing without him? It was crickets. Nobody said nothing, okay? They didn't say anything. Then after that, right, they ended up kicking him out of their Discord. Problem, right? He also ended up challenging them. Nobody wanted to smoke, right? But it doesn't matter because Wafton still don't got it. He fell off, even though he's around here sneaking on alts. Him and Mamba, which is supposed to be the #1 players at the time in their prime, got dropped off by, you guessed it, Reptar, okay? It was a 2v1. He clipped and clapped them both. Wafton gets so mad, he records and catches Reptar using 120. He is now holding Reptar's POV hostage right now, ready to send it to Rare to possibly get him banned, all because he's mad him and Mamba was losing in a 2v1. Reptar is the best player amongst Legion and possibly the best player right now amongst the Seas, and it even goes to show more prove it that he just beat Mamba. I repeat, Mamba and Wafton in a 2v1 was losing and lost to Reptar. Problem. Reptar is walking on eggshells right now. Every time that he signs in on Xbox, he doesn't even know if he's still going to have his account, right? But he's trying to be low key because one thing about Reptar, he likes to chase a lot of things. He likes to chase victory. He likes to chase kills. He likes to chase loot, and he will shoot, but he doesn't like to chase clout, and that is not the route he is getting ready to take. He said, yep. And Wafton uses 122 in XIM. And he says he beat them in a 1v2 12-8. He said he's trying not to make a big deal, though, because Wafton would ban me if he got mad enough. He said he made peace with them. And they're all chill again, I think. Ha, ha, ha. Well, joke's on you, Reptar. Because I'm telling you, bro, I had to talk about this and I had to let it be known. I hope you still have your account after this. Wafton is a very, very dirty, nasty kid, okay? He tried to throw it in my face like black people don't work. For some strange reason, he thinks I don't have a job. But then when I told him I have a job, he then tried to flex on me about how much money his dad makes. I don't know why. I could care less, and I don't stress. I stay blessed. Problem. Moving forward.
No! No! Oh my gosh.
You can't break it out. Oh my god, I'm yelling sleep about this.
Alright, now I'm gonna no more suits. I'm not doing
Red. Team Red is still around and still actively cheating. Problem. But you know what's interesting about that clip, right? Did anybody see it? Did anybody catch it? He is using the same program that Scuttle is using. But wait, no. Scuttle's not cheating. Scuttle already has a cracked aim. Scuttle just got that program only so he could get the skins, right? Scuttle comments and writes, thank you for the compliments, everybody. Scuttle, thanks for setting the trend and making it popular right now for all these kids to now start using the same aimbot program you are using that comes along with the skin changer, and let's just go ahead and add a 120 with it. Okay? The talent amongst the game is dead, right? Y'all wonder why the OGs don't come around. Not saying that they don't play, because a lot of them still play, and I'll show you here shortly, right? But they're on alts and they're staying undercover because nobody wants to be affiliated with you new cheaters, right? We're in the new year. It's 2022, right? We're 11 days into the new year. And y'all bringing this stuff right into the new year. Team Red is so addicted to cheating, right? That he just doesn't know how to turn it off, and he won't turn it off, right? And thanks to Scuttle, this is a trend. This is a part of his legacy now. I can't stand the guy, right? And I cannot believe it, right? I'm just as hurt as any other fan. I didn't want to believe it. But what are we going to say, right? Team Red's not cheating, right? Let's just say Team Red got that only so he could use the skins, right? Right? He's not using aimbot, right? But let's look at this. Yeah, look at this. See that right there? That's Team Red again, using aimbot. He's locking on to the person. The person's moving left and right, right? He's flicked on him. He cannot get off, right? Right? But no. Scuttle doesn't use that part of it. Scuttle doesn't use it at all. He only got it for the skins. Tip riders, wake up. Okay? Let's just wake up. This is a problem. The game is not bad at all. Okay, we can blame the hit reg and stuff like that, but I'm going to tell you what's making it even worse. All you lame cheaters. You're bad. Okay, you are bad at the game. You will always be bad. Period. Anybody that's using aimbot, these skin changing programs, you're bad. Okay, your opinion about the game as far as it being bad is null and void. Okay, because you use the cheats. I'm sorry. Okay, nobody cares. Team Red, you have to retire. You have to please retire and leave the seas by all means. I'm sorry, we don't need you. You're just not good at the game, kid. Okay? And you've been exposed. You've been exposed several times, and here you are being exposed again. Okay? For some strange reason, you just don't know how to hide it. You don't know how to be quiet, and you do not know how to stay low key. You finally sent somebody proof that you deleted the cheats, but I don't believe you. I believe that they are still on your PC, okay? Like this, for example. Mystery Stranger says, nice. K, waiting for the proof. You then show him, right? Then you say, gone, KK, the file was, etc., etc. Mystery says, can you show me the file in your trash? You say, yeah. Want to play? We can do Galley Arena. Red, I don't, just let me keep going. The more important, the person that sent me this says, but more important than that is he told me there is a disc with mini cheats. Red is there just to be. He told me, please forgive him and be lenient since he is a kid. He says, now I'm going to show you the screenshots with the cheater server. Look at all these names in here. Look at all these names. Okay? Just look at all the names in here. Just look at everybody that's affiliated with cheating in here. Look at all these people. If you fire sots in there. Problem. This is the trend that Scuttle is a part of. This is the legacy that Scuttle is a part of. And yes, Team Red is in there. This is all these names affiliated with cheating, people. I'm not even going to read them one by one. You just got to look at the screenshots. If you run into any of these people in public, when you start feeling like somebody is sus, okay, try to track them down all the way down to their Discord and try to link it back to any of these names. You would be surprised all the people that is cheating, okay? And guess who leaked the information? Red, okay? Red is the whistleblower. And that's why all this information is out. Problem. Red has a pattern of doing this constantly. Red saw what Scuttle did and had to go get the same program. Red was going to say he was using it for the skin changer, but he said, forget it. I don't care. Scuttle's using aimbot. I'm using it. Scuttle is supposed to be the best. I want to be the best. People didn't even want to play with him unless he deleted the information. Okay? Team Red, there you go again. I tried to leave you alone, but now you've again been exposed. This is your third time, okay? Let me teach you something that you might not know. When you keep getting in trouble in front of in the law, right? There's a 3-strike system, okay? You get 1 strike, right? You might get probation. You might be do about 2-3 years, maybe 7. You get 2 strikes, you start getting up in those football numbers, okay? You're probably gonna do about a 20 bomb year, right? When you get the 3rd strike, they give you life. Okay? since Sea of Thieves seems to be your life, right? And that you seem to be keep on cheating, okay? Now, I put this in front of the Sea Dog judges, right? You are being judged amongst the heaven Sea Dogs, right? You have now been sent to life of being known as a cheater amongst the seas, and there is no possibility of probation. You will never come back, Red. Whatever legacy you are trying to create, whatever fun you are trying to have, you're done. Washed, finished, venente, problem. Moving forward. Now, when it comes to a lot of things in life, a lot of things can be fixed. A lot of things can never be fixed. And a lot of things will take a lot of work. Problem. Now, I'm going to tell you what needs a lot of work and also will possibly never be fixed. Problem, right? And this guy just keeps on coming back. And I don't even know why he attempts to even bother me, bug me, or even speak to me. Okay? Now, if you don't know who I'm talking about here, I'm talking about PM Magellan. I don't even think the guy knows how to count. Okay? He had randomly hit me up one time telling me I lost 900 subs, okay? Now, if I lost 900 subs, problem, that would have left me probably, I think, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere at 11, maybe, problem, something like that. Or no, excuse me, like at 100 or something, problem, right? So he says the reason why I lost 900 subs, because I was at 1.9, problem, okay? Okay, let me read this first and then I'll explain. PM Magellan says, somebody ats PM Magellan. They say, are you brain dead? 900 fake subs from where? PM Magellan says he had 1.9 subs last week, bro. Now he has 1.1 problem. Do y'all want me to say that again? Do y'all want me to slow it down for you? Okay? I just want to redo this. I'm going to redo this one more time. Okay? Because apparently it's not registering in this guy's head. So let me reread this one more time. He had 1.9 subs last week, bro. Now he has 1.1 problem. Now, for anybody that's slow and doesn't understand or get that, 1.9 means I had 1,090 subs. The fact that I have 1.1 now means I have 1,100 subs. Problem, right? I guess I don't know why people are more concerned about watching my subs opposed to coming to just watch my content. Mind you, this is the same guy whose most viewed videos on his channel have my name in them. Problem. Now, you could fix being fat. You could fix being broke. You could fix being hungry. There's a lot of things in life you could fix. But when it comes to your mental brain and the capacity, right? The things that you could pay attention to, possibly, what is the word I'm looking for? When it comes to the things the information you take inside of your head, right? And how you choose to dissect certain things. That is something you have to work on yourself, but possibly can never be fixed. PM Magellan, if I was you, I would not be worried about my subs, right? You have bigger issues, my friend. And if you don't know what these bigger issues are, let me go ahead and tell you and show you what your problem is. Now, mind you, before I get ready to show y'all what I am about to show you, this is the same guy who still has audio of kids on this game that he has not released publicly. Problem, okay? He has voice recording of interviews of kids under the age of 13 on his PC at home. Problem. Some of these kids have even gone the lengths of even asking, can they please have their audio released, right? Some of these kids live in California. Do you know you can't even record somebody, right, unless you have their permission? That's at an adult age. You are recording grown-ups, kids, without their permission. Problem, okay? I'm telling y'all right now, that is a charge that is not cool. So you kids that go inside of this guy's interviews and, you know, you give your audio clips to him and he doesn't release them. This is the type of pervert you're dealing with. That's why it scares me when people vouch for him like Mattress. Mattress will do anything this grown man tells him to do, right? Which is strange and which is scary. Now, sorry for the digress, but this is when it gets kind of weird. Knight posts this picture right here, right? This lovely lady and this handsome man, right? It gets ruined when you have this nasty grown pervert say such things like this. Her choker is turning me on. What? Chubby cheeks. I'd feed her, then impregnate her. Problem. This is a married man with children, right? Does anybody know if his wife feels like this when he looked at this woman right here, right? Doesn't that just, like, when I looked at that picture right there, one, I didn't pay attention to her choker. Two, I didn't for once think about impregnating her. Only a pervert would think of something like that. So when it comes to Polo, Mattress, and anybody else in this community that gave this man audio, you young teens, and you guys haven't released or even got it back yet, who's to say what he is doing? He probably puts headphones on and goes to sleep with hearing you guys talk. Have you thought about that? When you hear something and see something like this with a man of, I don't even want to call this an imagination. I'm about to create a new word. This is a perversionation, right? Because he's a pervert that thinks of such things like this. Stop being worried about my subscribers. What you need to do is fix this problem right here. Listen to this. He says, I'm just tired of the stress. I have nightmares of people camping me. I can't go into arena without being scared legit. This is something that can never be fixed, people. Okay, when you talk about Sea of Thieves being somebody's life problem, PM Magellan has taken it to a whole nother level. Okay? And this is the type of stuff that I deal with on a daily. I can't even begin to tell you when I first met this guy, how much he would harass me. I blocked his ass a long time ago. Problem. Somebody then sent this message. This is a clip right here of him allegedly cheating, right? He has now decided to take the clout route. This person couldn't believe it. He said PM Magellan really fell off. Problem. But little do you know, homeboy, PM Magellan was never on. Moving forward. So, Polo's been real quiet lately, right? He's still advertising with his montages. He's still advertising the perverted symbol, you know, Riot, right? They got that pervert over there sending porn to 9-year-olds, but Polo doesn't care. He's still representing the logo. Problem. Did y'all check his last montage? Check it out. He got the Riot logo representing the perversion, the child pervert stuff all day long. He don't care. It's Riot till the day that he die. He just got caught slipping and catfished in 4K. Suplex says, but what do you mean? What happened? Polo says, Dana killed me, and then his friend carried me, and they broke character, bro. Like, what the F? I need a snap today. Suplex says, you got trolled? You got Roblox catfished? Problem? Polo got catfished on Roblox, okay? Him and Magellan are still cool. Apparently, they don't have the right brain capacity they could possibly have. The funny thing about this is right here, he still talks to Suplex, but swore he left Blunder Thumpers because Suplex and what's-her-name was trolling him, and he said he just got tired of it. He still continued to get trolled until this day, right? He fell for the 42 fake the hut hike, and they catfished this genius. Problem. So I wonder if he'll leave Roblox and stop playing it like he left Blunder Thumpers. Problem, okay? You cannot make this stuff up, people. Now, are you ready for some deep stuff? Okay, now, I want to give credit to this person, but I'm not going to say his name. But when I tell you this, when people do investigations, they make my job that even more fun. Because I'm going to tell you what this person pieced up and put together. OMG. Check this out. People are returning and coming back amongst the seas. Only thing is that they're very low key with it. So before I tell you the other stuff, we might have to go back to the past, right? I'm going to jump to that part first or next. But I want to talk about this. All Day is back, right? Now, the person that sent me this information, you know how I know he was telling the truth, problem? Because if anybody has ever played All Day in Arena, they could vouch for this, right? I believe you can, Angel, if I'm not mistaken. All Day has a reputation of when he is losing in a TDM. And I put this in one of my old videos, and I got one, I'm up to like 72, whatever right now. So I don't know which one it's in. I'd have to go find it. I have video footage of All Day. When he loses in a TDM, what he likes to do is, after he dies, he'll spawn back. He'll get on the person, the crew's team that's going against him, and he likes to run their boat into the Red Sea. That is All Day's play whenever he is losing in a TDM. So when this person hit me up with this, I knew he was telling the truth. Right here, let's jump into it. He goes, keep who sent this on the low. Much appreciated. All Day's main and skill counter is possibly another Bandit. Here's the story. We went to TDM All Day, and skill counter essentially a 2v2. All Day and skill counter kept sending our boat into the Red Sea and dodging the 2v2 problem. That's facts, no cap. We rode back to the fort and shot over to the island. And we kept height, wiped them both one time. They shot over again. An All Day encounter ran out of bullets trying to shoot us from low ground, so they shot out from the island cannons and mermaided back to their boats. And from there, the two hopped on our boat and took us off into the Red Sea a second time. Problem. All Day is trash. This is his MO, and I know the person that sent this is telling the truth. Now, next video, I'm going to have to go through my videos and research. I got to find when All Day was losing in the TDM, and he does this. This is his MO. And this is the video of it right here of him getting clipped and clapped and smacked, you know what I mean? And then and they got to clean it up. But this is what All Day does. So that is a bandit that has returned. It gets deeper than that. Now, I want y'all to listen to this, and I want y'all to pay attention, and I want y'all to listen to me clearly, okay? Because I have not even begun to scratch the surface. But I'm here to let y'all know, like I always do, the seas are and will never be safe, and it's just sometimes you have to go back in history to understand the future. Now, the Misfits had a great reputation. But little did I know is that if you go back and watch certain videos, you will start to see certain things, okay? And I'm going to point these things out to you. First, let's play this.
I got one.
Gates over.
Oh, he's in the middle. Hit him. I got him. Go.
Nice. Bye, boys.
I don't see the dead.
Top, are you good? Are you chilling?
Yeah, but I got anchored.
That's fine.
Fucking rare sales, dude. Where's the
I hear a guy spawning. His name is Docile Salmon.
It's right here. Hey, dude. What's up? How's it going?
Dad.
Did you catch that? Okay, if you didn't catch it, rewind and start it over. He says, I hear a guy spawning. Okay? He says the guy's name is Docile Salmon before the guy even spawned to fully end. Okay? Is this some type of ESP that I don't know about? Problem? Did anybody catch that? Is that not weird to anybody? Could this possibly mean that the Misfits have been cheating since day one? Problem? Rewind the clip if you have to listen again. I am just as shocked as you are. But we're not done yet. Here's more. Problem.
Just join. I don't have time to invite you.
Leg spike.
At the front.
I got it. I got you. One shot yours. One shot mine.
One shot mine.
3 shots. Ooh, remove mech.
There we go again. Look at Pingu at his finest. Legacy, tarnished, shut down, problem. Maybe Pingu was never as good as we thought he was. How did they know he was spawning at the front of the ship? Now, look, if I'm not saying he's cheating, right? Let's just say I'm not cheating. But he had to have known something to know people's names before they spawn in exactly where they were spawning at, especially on a galleon. Problem. You cannot make this up, people. So this right here just looks like to me is Misfits might have not have been all that. Maybe the Bandits are clearly and was the number one team from the get. And this goes to prove it right here. This is something that Middle has never caught. Logic, Catchy, none of them caught this, and I'm showing you right now in 4K. And shout out to the person that also sent this to me. Problem. The Misfits have dropped, right? I don't know what to rank them as now, but they're most definitely, possibly not in the top 5, let alone the top 10. This has dropped them down a few brackets. They have a legacy as far as what? I don't know. Do we give them AIM credit? Remember Dunbar and Crumb was caught cheating, right? Maybe this is why Chopbone left, right? Maybe this is why they never wanted Middle to join in the first place, and this is why Middle seems so good. Maybe this is the reason why they wanted Ark, because when they saw real talent that Ark actually had, right, and their reputation was so good, they stole Ark from Middle. Middle was probably even more upset at Ark because he couldn't believe he joined such a team. But now that I have brought this to the light, Ark must feel dumb too because he left his squad who was legit players for a cheating crew. Problem. Look at all the history that has been tarnished and broken, all because nobody saw what was in plain sight. Problem. Misfits have clearly been cheating. That's why you have to go back to the past. You have to watch these videos closely. You have to pay attention to everything that was said. Maybe they need to do what Ark did. Maybe y'all have to delete the history. Because I'm going to tell you, just like in real life, right? When somebody blows up, right? And you go back and look at their Twitter of everything they used to say, you get them caught saying racism thing, homophobic slurs and every type of thing because you went back in the past. Problem. That's why a lot of this stuff, a lot of these videos I have up, lo behold, none of these kids blow up, whether it be on YouTube, in real life, or anything like that. And they're going to have to delete or get rid of this history because I got it all documented. Problem. Me Star is done. Anybody else that drops anything as far as when these discords, when they're dropping these M-bombs and homophobic slurs, I hope y'all don't blow up, whether it be on TikTok or anything like that. Faniac doesn't even realize I know he got like over 6 million plus views over a video he put up on TikTok. Does he know if I show people what he does on Xbox, dropping the N-bomb, say he gets a sponsor off TikTok, you are done, buddy. And that is a problem. But I love it. This right here clearly goes to show that the Bandits have been number one since day one and that the Misfits ain't been and they will continue not to be they have been cheating, and we caught them in 4K. You talk about a legacy being destroyed. Moving forward.
I'm a girl. I'm
Like
a girl.
Galleon.
Female.
Yeah. Are you playing with your boyfriend?
Yes.
Your femme.
Oh, couple goal. Come with me.
Couple goals.
I show you. By the way, your boyfriend is really good at the game.
He is. He's really.
Did y'all hear what she said? Did y'all hear what she said after he asked her the question, do you still play with your boyfriend? Before we get into that, let me tell you something about a bandit. Okay, problem. A bandit is a robber or outlaw belonging to a gang, and typically operating in a isolated or lawless area. Everybody knows that the seas are a lawless area. Bandit being a gang, being affiliated or a part of a gang, you're not going to leave any of your members alone. Problem. Okay? Now I say that to say this. Catchy is still and actively playing. Okay? That's fact. That's signed. That's solidified. There is no debate. Now, what I want y'all to think about is that word gang. Nobody's going to leave their gang member to roam the seas by theirself. Problem, right? So where are you getting at with this, Bayfinger? There are more bandits still actively playing amongst the seas. Okay? Here goes a clip right here of Catchy himself using 120 FOV. And what people were saying in Kittentopia's comments is that he's possibly using the skin changer. Now, thanks to Scuttle, That's his fault. Everybody will possibly looking like a cheater from now on. But I'm not going to deem Catchy a cheater. You know why? Because Catchy has a reputation of clipping and clapping people for a long, long time. And one of my favorite things inside of the Bandit's montage, not the immortalized one, the one before that, is his version or his part of the montage. It was legendary, okay? With the Imagine Dragons and Kendrick Lamar and how Glitch and Brian just was editing and every shot was going with the beat. That part right there is prolific problem. But I say all that to say is, there's been a person roaming amongst the seas, okay? Now, like, for example, if we talk about the original Gert montage, okay? You'll see him playing with all day in two alts named Abdul and Abdi and Zan Quiz. And if you look through some of Choff's montages, you'll see him playing with the same exact people also in Immortalized. If you go to 3 minutes and 10 seconds, you'll see him using the same exact weapon combo and aim style, which the Gert guy has in the second montage. Now, also, Gert is a mod on Middle's channel. What's strange about this is, on one of those montages, Gert is seeming to want to try out for the Misfits problem. That was the only thing that was kind of strange to me, but yet and still, I believe that Gert is Choff problem. Here goes the clips proving how they are using the same weapon skins and how they have the same aim style problem. Catchy is not playing this game by himself. I can promise you that, okay? And I'm going to give y'all another bombshell. Ark, I'm pretty sure Ark is back. Reason being why? He has actively been in Discords. Not the Discords you guys try to be in, because you know why? They don't let tip writers in their Discord. And nobody's trying to be affiliated with these new cheats that's going on. Problem. But yet and still, the OG actual legends, especially some of the definition of a savage, bandits, are back. Like this right here, for example. Ark says, give the hamster a break. Then he says, you ram, board, anchor, and kill. Quick sync. Then he says, I haven't tried the new Halo yet. Only watched my friend beat the campaign, but it's just a shadow ma. We all think that, me included. He's been active in official SOT Discord for a while now. And he's talking about playing Sea of Thieves and stuff, right? People are trying to stay undercover, but when I got like investigators like I got like this right here who showed me this, and when I go do my due diligence and do my own research myself, it makes me happy to be a part of this game still, because this lets me know that no matter how long people try to stay away or hide, they always manage to come back to the C's problem. The bandits are still around. Catchy's here. Gert is Choff. And Ark is still roaming the seas. Only reason why Middle hasn't popped up yet, because he's doing some in real life stuff. Middle is very highly involved in sports, and he's doing some other things. That kid comes from a wealthy family, okay? Things are happening over there. And with the whole COVID situation happening the way it's happening, his family have to move and operate, move stocks and change ships and sell houses and flip this and flip that. He doesn't really have the time to play the game because he has to help mom and dad out to keep the boat afloat. Problem. I just wanted to point that out there. Okay, so just let it be known, all right? Now, I jumped into a Discord earlier, right? This is a Discord I highly advise all of you stay away from if you decide to come inside of this community, okay? Okay, you got this pervert me-star in there, right? You got everybody vouching for him. It's very, very scary. Again, here I go with the goosebumps again, because you got all these guys vouching for a guy who sent porn to a 9-year-old. Problem, right? Even saying that there's no proof, because all you have to do is click on that image, and that image turns into something I don't even want to describe, but it was way out of line to show a 9-year-old, right? So I went up there and shook up things a little bit, right? They thought they were getting to me. Oh, we DDoXed him. Oh, we know his address. All the information I gave him, right? I could care less. Nothing's going to happen to me. These kids can't do nothing, right? Anyway, they all got a little salty, okay? So since they were a little salty, I figure I'll show you guys a little salt myself. Check this out.
Gay,
Oh, yeah,
your
wait,
cousin
let me
gay,
clip this.
your stepsister
Let
gay,
me clip this for the
everyone
OnlyFans.
gay, all y'all gay, y'all
Oh,
got
yeah.
gay OnlyFans,
Please
podcast,
tell me
gay
you're getting
buzz.
this. Please tell me you're
Getting-
getting this.
Shout out to Kinda Goated, Biblical, and the homeboy that kept calling me gay. He got the first 3 letters of my name mixed up. It's B-A-Y, not G-A-Y. My name is Baythang, and we don't play. Until next time, the seas ain't safe. But then now they've grown, and they've gained a lot of respect from other crews. Okay? They don't know I know this information. In fact, nobody wants this out. You know why I get this information? Okay? I'm well respected around the seas. If you know my gamer tag, don't give it out. Because I can't help you. I can't help you. I'm going to deny it. I'm going to change my name. I'm trying to make the seas as safe as possible. If you give me out, you shut down everything. I'm gone. I'm gone.